We are at Åkeshov. This station is a little interesting. It's a bit like Högdalen, which we will see, which we've already seen, because it has 3 tracks and 2 platforms. It has a middle track where trains usually turn. The difference is that this middle track, there's a train behind me on the middle track right here. This middle track basically turns trains all day. The middle track at Högdalen is usually only used in the peak, as far as I know. The other thing I will say is I don't understand myself. I love this station. I don't understand why, but I always feel good when I'm here, or even just when I ride by and look at it. I like it. But anyway, so let's look around a little bit. This is looking west, timetable north, I should say, toward Hässelbystrand. On the right day, in the right conditions, you can get some very nice sunset shots from here. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to see at the end of the platform. There's the train leaving for Hässelbystrand that we will be able to see if we move out a little bit. Should be able to see it departing on the other side of this train. There we go. So that could be a train for Vällingby. I'm not sure where that train's turning. I wasn't really able to see it. But anyway, so there's a layup track at this end of the station that you may be able to see when I get all the way up here. We will see. I think you can see the catwalk and everything. So, yeah. The signal that's facing away from us is the signal for basically, that's actually I was thinking that was the signal for the layup track, but it's not. That's the signal for, the high signal for entering the station, for trains coming from Ängbyplan. But anyway, that train to this train, which is for Skarpnäck, is about to leave, I think, because the train operator just, time for departure, doors are closing, and it's off. Or it'll be off in a second. There we go. All right. So that allows us to actually see the other platform, which we will go kind of and take a look at in a minute. Yeah, there's not just a whole lot of stuff around here, really. I think I may have used this station one time before. I'm honestly not sure, though. I may be misremembering. I'm not sure if I have or not. But anyway, it's almost 6:30 on a Monday evening, so I think there's still reasonably frequent service here. If they have trains running all the way to Vällingby, the train still Hässelbystrand should be running every 6 minutes, I believe. The trains to Skarpnäck should be running about every 6 minutes, although I'm looking at the sign up there, and I don't think that says 6 minutes. I think it says 9 minutes. And if I'm right, that means we are already back to off-peak headways. I'm pretty sure that says 9. And then 19, and then 29. Yeah. So we're already back to off-peak headways now. So we're going to go downstairs and look around outside the station a bit, and then we'll come back up and check out the other platform. So here's the art. I think this work is at different scales in a number of places in the world. But I think it's all the same artist. I may be wrong about that. Anyway, this is the other side showing all the southbound service. So This exit I can tell you that I have never used because this is completely unfamiliar to me. So let's check this out. So the station is over there, across the road. This, to me, is unusual. I don't know of another station on the Tunnelbana that has kind of a pavilion like this for an entrance. So this is, I've seen this at a distance before, but I've never come here and looked at it. Let's see the other side. I assume it's basically the same. Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of interesting in an odd way. It's a northbound train coming into Åkeshov, right over there. And I think that train is signed to Vällingby. Yeah, it's going in on track 1. So it's not reversing at Åkeshov. By the way, there's a train on the middle track, so it wouldn't be able to do that even if it wanted to. So, yeah. So we'll cross over to the other side and take a little look and then head back into the station. I have never explored these exits because they're not familiar to me. I'm pretty sure that I did one time when there was a problem on the Tunnelbana, get off here and wait at that stop that I just mentioned a minute ago for a replacement bus. See, that is a southbound to Åkeshov. I think it said Åkeshov. Yeah. So, and this is a northbound to Hässelby Strand coming in. So, yeah. Red Bull gives you wings. Kind of an interesting little advertising bit there. So this is the northbound platform at Åkeshov. Trains on this side run to Hässelby Strand or possibly Vällingby. In this case, the next train's for Vällingby. 6 minutes. Hässelby Strand 9 minutes. Hässelby Strand 16 minutes. So I think the service is ramping down to what it will be later, which is about every 10 minutes on each route, for lack of a better term. The doors are not openable on this side of this train. I wasn't sure what this driver had done. Normally what they do... here we go. Now that train's leaving for Skarpnäck. When drivers usually just pull in here and discharge on this side so that people who need to go further north can continue on this side. And then they basically open up on the other side and close this side. Yeah. So that's leaving us. The sun is bright. I wish I had my shades on, but I don't. So I'm looking down. Otherwise, I would be blinded. This, by the way, is it sounds dirty, but this is what in Swedish is called a coupling kiosk. I don't think this one is used anymore. I don't think they really do coupling here much anymore, but I may be wrong. I don't really know about operations today. But this was for coupling and uncoupling trains, like at the end of the peak, and that sort of thing. You know, or in the afternoon at the beginning of the peak, they would couple cars to a shorter train to make it longer for the peak. And then in the morning and the evening, they would uncouple cars to make them shorter for the off-peak periods. So there are a number of stations that have those. I'm more familiar with the coupling situation on the Blue Line, Tonopah 3, because I worked there a lot longer than I did on Tonopah 1. And of course, it's been a long time since I worked on the Tonopah, so I can't say that I really know what they do in general anymore, at any rate. But, so. Just taking a little look at the I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I did not realize there was a catwalk right here. I'm not sure what this is for because there's no track next to it, so I'm not sure what the deal is here. But that's interesting. I'd never noticed this before, and I feel kind of stupid not having noticed it. But anyway, yeah, so I think I'm going to wrap this up now. So I will... Oh, before I wrap it up, that you're seeing, here comes the train terminating here on the middle track, by the way. What these closed circuit displays are used for spotting the doors when they're being closed. And particularly, you see a lot of this, particularly on Tonopah 1, because Tonopah 1 has a lot of curved platforms. This one isn't terribly curved, but curved enough that it requires that. And a southbound train coming in as well to Hogsetra. So, yeah. I think that'll do it. So, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for joining me.